Halo teman-teman, apa kabar semua? Jumpa lagi dengan saya. Eh, Hari ini, sekarang kami di sini masih sudah jam 2 p.m. di Kanada. Ya, biasa saya ini kerjaannya hari-hari ya karena belum kerja, bangunnya selalu telat guys ya. Dan saya pikir di Indonesia sekarang lagi tidur, mungkin sudah tidur ya, sudah tengah malam gitu. Buat sahabat-sahabatku semua yang ada di Indonesia atau dimanapun berada, uh, semoga kalian suka dengan channel-channel uh, video-video yang saya upload, biar saya tambah semangat. Jangan lupa ya subscribe, comment, and like. Okay, so so inilah kegiatan saya kalau kena masih pandemik juga kerjaannya ya Pak, paling ya cuma makan tidur bangun lagi. Ya kali ini saya mau coba menceritakan gimana how hard life in Canada. Oke, so pertama kali itu mimpi saya waktu saya aslinya, kalau pasti teman-teman pasti akan menanyakan, oh ini aslinya dia orang mana, pasti akan menanyakan itu kan. Saya sebenarnya saya asli orang Flores, NTT. Kalau bagi teman-teman yang belum tahu Flores itu di mana, itu adanya di Nusa Tenggara Timur, NTT, Nusa Tenggara Timur. Saya tinggalnya di kota Ende. Yes. Jadi ceritanya panjang. Kenapa waktu dulu saya masih sekolah, SMP, SMA, kuliah, itu saya bercita-cita ingin pergi jauh dari rumah. Jadi waktu itu orang tua saya kan seorang pebisnis. Dia orangnya bisnis, tapi dia kayaknya berat untuk meninggalkan anaknya, bukan meninggalkan, maksudnya berat dia anak perempuan melangkah jauh, maksudnya pergi berangkat merantau apalagi di luar negeri ya. Ya tapi saya tidak pernah kasih tahu kalau saya mau berangkat ke luar negeri itu. Jadi waktu itu saya tamat SMA, kalau nggak salah SMA tahun berapa, 2000 ya kalau nggak salah, 99 2000 itu saya tamat. Jadi pada teman-teman itu, sahabat-sahabat saya itu pada semua sudah kuliah, saya itu masih santai gitu karena saya nggak tahu what's gonna do with me my life gitu. Jadi saya nggak tahu karena waktu itu uh, my dad, my father, so he was request me, dia tanya saya, kamu mau kuliah di mana gitu, mendingan di Ende aja, di Flores aja, di Ende gitu. Terus saya tidak jawab dia punya pertanyaan, I don't answer him what's this question for me, maksudnya dia tanya saya nggak jawab karena saya berpikir bagaimana ya gitu. Terus itu saya tidak putus asa juga maksudnya apa yang dikasih tahu sama orang tua saya. Terus bapak saya bilang kalau kamu mau di Kupang gitu. Di Kupang juga termasuk Flores juga, tapi itu sebagai NTT di kota provinsinya gitu. Dan itu pun juga saya tidak answer him, saya nggak jawab dia punya pertanyaan. Terus I don't know what to say to him. Saya pikir aduh gimana, if I say something it's gonna upset him, itu gonna bikin dia berpikir. Dan itu pun uh, saya nggak mau to bad feeling to my father, so I don't need to important to answer him, just I keep quiet myself. Then one day I was by myself and I'm start thinking. I say, okay, if I'm still like this, I don't know what's the future bring for me. So and then I decided. So that time I'm very close with my mom. So saya orangnya paling dekat dengan mama saya. Just everything what I'm sharing and my mom is it's very listening, and I'm so proud. Even right now I don't know what to do. If I remember all the story, that I will be crying because I very proud for my mom. It's like everything whatever her kids, special for the we are girl, and she's very listening. She's like she super with us. What if I'm and if my mom's watching this video, what I'm saying, I would really truly to say that from my heart, because how much that I love that woman in my life. Like she giving me a lot of support. She she doesn't, I don't know what to say for her, because that time it's very hard for her to leave me, to like to allow me to go like from, because you remember it's like a 19 2000, it's like at that time it's like the communication for the people is like no too much, doesn't have the what's the apa mobile phone. If you talk with them, you have to use it the regular phone, home phone, or you have to write the letter or something like that, right? So for her it's very hard because my sister is still in the Java, other city, is like dia kuliahnya di Malang, dia itu hari itu juga dia belum habis. So my parents was really bit hard for them to live. First second daughter is like have to far away from them, because all the my sibling, they were still little, it's like my sister, my other sister, my brother, they was little when I was like finish my high school to going to the university. All my siblings, they were still young, and then that's his part hard. Like it's very hard for my parents, my mom and my dad, to leave their kids, the biggest one, they have to far away for them. So, but anyway, so I asked my mom. I say, Mom, can I go, please? Because if I'm gonna stay home like this, my mind is that it doesn't no work. I say it's not working. Tapi dari itu saya tidak saya kuatkan karena saya percaya, saya yakin sama dengan agama saya, maksudnya dengan kepercayaan saya yakin dengan doa seorang tua, apalagi seorang ibu ya yang mengandungkan kita, doa itu sangat sekali maksudnya doa mereka itu sangat sangat mujar bagi kita kalau kita sayang sama orang tua kita gitu. Tanpa doa orang tua kita tidak mungkin akan berhasil semuanya itu, maksudnya kita tidak akan sukses sepenuhnya gitu. Kalau kita jangan sampai, bagi teman-teman semua yang masih orang tuanya masih utuh, bapak mamanya masih semua hidup, please and please hormati mereka, sayang mereka apa adanya gitu. Jangan sampai kamu membuat mereka sedih. Then I feel that because I've been far away from them, saya tidak pernah celebrate my like Ramadan atau Idul Fitri sama-sama dengan itu. I feel that's so sad because I'm only the one that have to be far away from my family. Tapi kembali lagi, that's life. As much that you are not cutting the communication with your family, you have to be always. Then what's this, you cannot do nothing. It's like this is the life, and you have to be continue. Ya, so and then hari itu juga saya minta izin sama beliau, mama saya bilang, Mama, give me permission for me, allow me to go. It doesn't matter that if I have to be continue my study or no, but just please give me the permission that but I promise you, I will one day, I will approve for you that who I am to you. I'm your daughter. That's why I say that to her. But she was still her eyes. But that time I was a little like a young kid, like just 18 years old, like 18. My age was like 19, yeah. So I was, but I don't want to be crying in front of her. So I try to strong. Then I say, Mom, just pray for me. Then as much as I success, that's what I told my mom. Then saya berangkatlah dari Flores naik kapal laut, karena di Flores dulu aksesnya hanya cuman kapal laut dan pesawat. Tapi pesawatnya dulu zamannya kita kan belum selancar kayak gini ya. Sekarang aku pikir kapal laut sekarang banyak orang tidak menggunakan kapal laut, semuanya itu aksesnya, karena aksesnya lebih canggih, maksudnya lebih bagus sekarang dari zamannya dulu gitu ya. So saya naik kapal laut. Waktu itu orang tua saya, mama saya kasih uang saya berapa saya lupa, pokoknya tidak banyak lah, hanya buat saya untuk bekal makan sama untuk berapa bulan saya hidup di Jauh. Jadi saya berangkat ke Jawa. I contact my sister. By that time I don't know what I have to do, because karena sudah sekolah-sekolah kuliah-kuliahnya itu sudah pada tutup semua, tidak ada yang buka. There is my choice is just I have to be next year, waiting for the next year, and then again I have to be daftar lagi kan. Jadi so I go to the Java, and then I'm start thinking, because I don't know, I don't want to my age gonna going, and then and all the my friends is uh, gonna be all my friend gonna be say, oh, why are you it's like my friends gonna be say, why are you just started now, because we are finished together, like that, right? So what I think, and then I say, okay. So when the time my sister will pick me up, so because my family, they contact her to pick me up in Surabaya, di Surabaya kan. So pick me up, she bring me to her place, that wherever that she's studying. So from there, every day I don't know what to do, because me and my sister, we was stay in a small room, like because he was renting the small room for studying. So I stay with her. So every day she teaching me to go out to looking that which university I have to choose and this. But I don't interesting. Saya nggak tertarik sama sekali. Saya cuman buat di Malang itu hanya cuman sering jalan-jalan aja. I think almost 4.5 months I stay in Malang. I think 3 months or 4 months, like that. So my father was really it's like thinking too much, like she's what she's gonna doing. Even she just stay in Malang, don't know nothing, and stay without doing. I like it. That's as a parents, right? And he worry about it. So my father was the little bit worried, and my mom. So they asking me that if I can come back to Flores. Maksudnya mereka tanya saya untuk balik lagi ke Ende atau gimana, what I want. So my opinion still, I don't give the answer to my parents. So and then that time, and I choose to go to Jogja or Solo. So I went to go to Solo there because I have my aunt living in Solo. So I went there, I meet with her, so we are talking. So I think I stay in Solo, I think 4 months or 3 months, and I don't like it. So I go back. I go back to Flores because I don't know what to do. And then from go back to Flores to Ende, to Entertain, the place that where I come from. So and then I stayed there maybe 2 weeks. I told my father, okay, this time I have to do. So and then my father was don't want to do anything. So like don't agree anything again, because I just waste my time. So like I don't know what to do. So he said he didn't answer me because he was like really confused for that. So he said, why that my daughter is like doesn't have any to like what's in her real life. Maksudnya apa yang dia sebenarnya maunya apa gitu kan, namanya sebagai orang tua kan. So in my family, I have the biggest family in my life. In my family, that's the only father that my father is a very powerful man. Wow. As a kids for like the daughter for him, you can imagine that like this, like because of we have the big house. Kami punya rumah besar, tapi in the family members we have a lot of family members staying in our house. In my aunt, my uncle, and then my siblings, and then all my grandma was living. In my family, we like a lot of people. We don't want to like if we go to some people's house like just 2-3 people, we just is so quiet. Like itu terlalu apa ya, maksudnya sepi. Then we don't want that. Yeah, so my father even say that to us, even we eat a very little portion like this, but we want to have a lot of people, like it. And my father was always organization. Dia punya organization to helping the poor people, helping to the people that doesn't have work, to helping the people that like the elderly, like see, my father have the organization with the I think the part of the, saya pikir anak yatim ya kalau nggak salah itu didirikan oleh, kalau di Flores itu didirikan oleh Suster Nangon Kasih di Jalan Bawah di Irian Jaya, itu di Jalan Wirajaya itu. My father, when because he's the business, so every time he got that, he always that helping the people and bring the how many whatever the sister Nangon Kasi was request my dad, okay, we need this one, we need this. My father just that time, if they, when this sister contact my fathers that's asking that to need help, my father never refused. He always came and to help them because he know that place that there's a lot of kids that need help, like a little kids, like a baby. And because I went there so many times, because my father was always bring with us to meet all the kids there in Nawankasi. So then that's why that I feel, I said, wow, I'm very proud for my father that he been work for all these thing, and then and how many people were at the home, and only him the one that he's working, but he's happy. He can surprise. Is he never feel like, oh, I'm so tired, I don't want it, but he work hard day every day, super with us. Believe me, I don't. I as a kid, as a daughter for him, I don't know if for myself maybe I cannot do it, because like do you know what's living in, I where I come from in the city, there is a small town. It's not really village, but like di Flores itu pekerjaannya apa di sana itu, waktu zamannya saya itu paling ya kerjanya government, terus kalau dia nggak pintar bisnis, petani, nelayan gitu kan, jadi segitu. Jadi kalau dia sudah pintar berbisnis, dia punya modal, dan alhamdulillah sudah, maksudnya dia sudah hidup, bisa menghidupin keluarganya ya, maksudnya gitu. Tapi kalau dia nggak punya modal, nggak punya itu, ya kerjanya petani, kebanyakan petani, nelayan. That's way. Dan saya tinggalnya kan di pesisir ya, di bagian daerah pesisir, jadi pekerjaan orang di sana sehari-harinya dia nelayan gitu. Jadi alhamdulillah, this my father itu when we are little, he already started business. That's why how he have we us raised we are, and all my family and all this until I'm right now. So now when so I feel bad when I grew up, and I think myself that how can I pay all this thing to my parents, so I feel like, well, I'm not lucky enough. It's like saya tidak sangat beruntung ya, maksudnya belum beruntung untuk membalas kebaikan mereka, apa yang mereka kasih ke saya gitu, terutama my dad and my mom. Until right now I don't know what to say. So I hopefully you guys just be patient for me, pray for me that when all this COVID is done, I I will visit you guys. I know that how much I miss you guys over there, and I know how much you guys missing me. Yeah, because missing me and your grandkids is like a Sophia, and because that time I was visiting Indonesia, my daughter still 3 months old, I think 3.5 months old. So I come back. So until now I don't go to visit them again. So I hopefully they are be patient for me, to be patient with all the situation that we have right now. So yeah, itulah ceritanya saya, kenapa saya tuh memang orangnya, cita-cita saya memang orang kepingin pergi jauh. I want to go to fly far away from Indonesia, dan itu pun cita-cita saya tercapai. Kenapa saya bisa berada di Kanada itu, awalnya itu saya bekerja di Bali. Saya bekerja dan kuliah di Bali, dan saya ikut I learn take the course for ada berapa bahasa yang saya take course, English, Jepang, Germany. Saya take ada mungkin sekitar 5 course that I have to take the learn for the English, for the language. Then one day was I think that I have saya ada apa ya, um, saya pikir di Ubud, bukan di Ubud, di daerah Seminyak. Karena aku ditugas, karena dulu saya kerja di hotel itu, apa itu, uh, puri wisata di jalan Legian itu, Jalan Patma kalau nggak salah ya, puri wisata. So saya bekerja di situ sebagai laundry service. Namanya saya masih sekolah dulu kan, uh, masih SMA, tamat SMA dan belum apa-apa gitu kan. Jadi di situ saya kerja di situ sebagai laundry service, tapi pekerjaannya gampang sekali, tidak berat sekali ya. So gaji pertama saya itu, mungkin kalau dengar sekarang mungkin gajinya, aduh nggak tahu ya. I think gaji saya dulu sekitar 500 lah, bagus lah untuk saat itu, 500.000 ya. I continue to live, so and then saya meet lah sama orang Jepang ya. Saya ketemu sama dia, tapi dia punya connection di US and England. So that time she was so me that how I'm so polite and humble and all this thing. So and she was asking me, I think that time he have the wife, I think from Australia, his wife, yes. And then we are talking, but that time is my English was not properly, it's not professional, like I don't think the really passive, maksudnya belum, bahasa Inggrisnya belum begitu bagus lah, boleh dibilang 65 or 55, karena kan saya masih learn juga. Terus every day he was give me support, he and his wife, like well, if you wanted to go into some other country, you have to be hardworking, you have to be this, all this. He was recommended by me. And then after that, and I was, because I work in a hotel, right? So he have the connection to going to Canada and US. So he asked me that if I want to go, and he want to have me. So that's why he have me, and he asked me, if you go to Canada or US, when you get there, you have to be take your education. Without your education, you cannot work, you cannot searching the good job, and you just work. And then that time I start first time to come to Canada, but application were all this, I got approved from the hotel, the one I worked before. So I got approved to apply to come, and I got a work visa, and all together this were. And then when I get arrived in Canada, that time I think 1 year, so I apply my English program, yeah, because I have to apply anyway. So and then after, setelah itu saya continue my study, karena saya berpikir ya, at this time I have, karena when I came to, karena saya mau datang ke Kanada without my parents, they doesn't even know. Orang tua saya tidak tahu apa-apa, mereka nggak tahu mengerti gimana caranya saya harus datang. Dan and that time I don't tell them, because I know if I tell them, they will not giving me permission, they will not allow me to go, because they know that, they say, okay, don't go because you are girls, they're thinking, oh, so I just do it. I said, well, any happen, I believe. When I believe with what my mom say to me, and my mom is give me permission for me, and I hold that words, so I keep that in my mind, and I put it in my heart. I said, well, just say, well, this is, I have to go, that's it. Then I just go. So I feel bad when I came the first time to Canada. I cannot imagine that for almost 1.5 years I don't give any information to my parents. Saya nggak ada kasih tahu mereka di mana saya berada. I think just saya kayaknya hilang di telan bumi begitu, maksudnya tidak ada kabar, tidak apa. I think they were so worried about it. Padahal dari situ, karena dulu saya belum begitu paham gimana tinggal di negara orang, gimana situasinya, saya belum beradaptasi dengan banyak orang gitu. Dan itu juga saya nggak tahu cara apa ya, kalau mau bikin sendiri kayak masak. Saya kan orangnya nggak begitu pintar masak, nggak tahu makan, jadi hari-hari saya makan di luar gitu ya. Terus ya gimana ya, namanya kita sudah jauh, apapun keadaannya kita harus struggling, harus be independent gitu kan. Tidak kita harus gimana, sudah itu yang kita ambil, maksudnya kita sudah, well, anything happen, kamu harus siap gimana pun nanti gitu kan, karena sudah jauh dari orang tua, dan that's it, I do it. So that's my life. Tapi kayaknya masih banyak deh saya mau cerita gimana saya bisa ketemu orang ini, gimana sekarang saya pekerjaannya kayak seperti gini. Itu semuanya I think is long story to say. I think this video gonna be not enough, guys. Even you are question me again, I will continue to be upload more video, but please, okay, if you want to know me about me and my daughter's life, our life in Canada, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. Thank you for right now. Okay, bye bye.